Welcome to the next Blender tutorial. So today we're going to be doing a background with marbles. So essentially what I'm going to be doing is we're going to be doing like kind of the clear glass marbles. So I'm going to go with delete on the default cube. We'll go to add and then plane, S for scale, bring this outwards, and all you want to do is just essentially get your camera roughly on the side just here, and we will go ahead and go to view, align view, and align camera to view. Now, depending on what you're going to be making, depends on how many pixels you'll need. So for me personally, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this at the same width. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull that out a little bit. So to change the pixels on your image, just go ahead over to here to output and then change your resolution. So I'm going to keep mine just as is. S for scale on the backdrop just there, and I'll go ahead and pull that outwards just a little bit more. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and split the atom right here so you guys can see what's going on the camera, and then you can see what's going on in the background. So I'm going to go ahead and move the lights to behind the camera just for the moment. And I'm going to go ahead and add in a UV sphere. Right click shade smooth. We'll go with G to bring this up. As such, you want to make sure this sits and fits just above the plane. Just as such, and then you can test the lighting just here with the render. So, let's go ahead and change this material to a glass. I'm just going to go to full render right here so you guys can see. Turn down the roughness, or you can go with Principled BSDF and change it to glass itself, depending on what you'd like. So glass BSDF, change that roughness down so that it's clear. You want to go ahead and take the lights and extend the exposure. So we can now see that we've got this nice little glass going on. The IOI, you can mess around with that if you want to. Just make sure that your render engine is on cycles as well, because this will happen, essentially. Alright, so we have our first little glass ball right here. We're going to make accompanying glass balls, and I'm going to go ahead and change the world to black as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and make these. So change that. Right, okay, so once we've got this ball right here, let's go Shift D. We're going to make a secondary ball with glass, and we're going to change this one to more of a pink. So go ahead and duplicate the material, which is this nice little double kind of piece of paper right here. We're going to change this to pink. I will call this one as pink. We're going to go Shift D, duplicate the material once more. Let's go with blue on this one, so we'll call this one blue. And as appropriate, go ahead and change this to blue. We'll go ahead and do a Shift D again, and we'll do this one with green. So we're going to duplicate the material with green, and then change the colour as well. Alright, so once we've got something like this, we should have some nice little glass balls that are just kind of sat around. Alright, so you can go ahead and make other tones, other colours. I could actually make an orange in this. That'd be really cute. Let's go with orange. And then we'll change that one to orange right there. So that's more of a red. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so take these. And we'll go with G, bring this one back. We'll go and press G, bring this one forward. G, bring this one back. So about maybe here, and just kind of randomize them around until you have something that you're happy with. Let's click on every single one of them. Shift D, move this around. We'll do rotate at 90. G, move this down. We're just basically randomizing everything that we've just made. Click everything. Shift D, move this across. Alpha rotate and go at a random side. Now you'll notice that I've got too many backgrounds in the back here, so let's go ahead and delete those. I accidentally clicked them. And then we want to select everything again and kind of just move stuff around. So I'm just gonna actually go with random ones and just try and shift D these. Just a couple of extra right there. Maybe rotate this. Again, I've got the background. Just go ahead and delete it if you've done the same as I have. G, move these to the side. I'll move them forward. Kind of fill in those gaps a little bit more. Any that intersects, such as these ones, just go ahead and just move them. Such. Move those that way, and then we'll have a green coming in just about here. Just going to put this just offside of the camera so that we get that nice blur when we use the depth of field. And then I'm going to take this red one as well. Actually no, the red one can stay there. Let's take this red one. G, move this across. I'm going to place this one just about here. Alright, so when we're doing the depth of field, all we need to do is click the camera, go to the data section, check the depth of field, use the dropper, pick an orb, whatever you want. And with the f-stop, what we're going to do, the higher the f-stop, the more focused something is, the lower the f-stop, as you'll see, the more blurred something becomes. So go ahead and experiment with this, see what you want to do with it. Totally up to you. I'm going to go ahead and just mosey this camera on back. So we can go roughly about here. I'm going to go ahead and just extend that f-stop just ever so slightly. So we've got something akin to this, and then I'm going to move the green one back a little bit more. And maybe randomize this blue one, switch that with a white one. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so when you render this, obviously we're waiting for the lighting to come in at the moment. Wherever the lighting may be. Did we accidentally delete the lighting? Oh, the lighting's there. I'm presuming the only reason why it's not loading in is because the file's a little bit too big. Maybe that's the reason. Let's try this again. Oh, there we go. It must have glitched. So now we have these nice little orbs going on. Nice little depth of field going through. I'm going to take the background right here. Let's go to shading tab, add. And I'm going to go with, for texture, maybe we could go, I think magic texture is a little bit too much. Maybe we could go with, you can go with gradient, but I don't think it's going to work very well for this one. You've got brick, you've got Veroni's nice. Veroni's very nice. If you go with Manhattan, let's scale this up. Kind of have this nice little funky pattern. Maybe we could put that into the roughness. Or maybe the metallic. Let's put this into the roughness, up the metallic. And then we will scale this up just a little bit more. Let's try that on the layout. And now we have this beautiful depth of field coming through. Obviously it's pixelized at the moment because it hasn't fully rendered. But yeah, essentially that's the kind of effects that I'm looking for. Which is quite nice. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the tutorial, please like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.